without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the team that you can see here today. So I'll start. My name is Nicholas Clements. I am an admissions counselor and recruiter for Cal State San Bernardino, the San Bernardino campus, and I will be your host today. And I'll popcorn over to Mary.
Yay, I actually understood that language. Hi, my name is Mary Hill. I'm also a counselor, admissions counselor, and a recruiter at the main campus at Cal State San Bernardino. Welcome, welcome. And popcorn up to Melissa.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Melissa Guerra, and I'm the lead coordinator of Outreach and Special Programs. And welcome, everybody. Congrats on your admissions to CSUSB. And I will popcorn Alyssa.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Alyssa. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm an admissions counselor and recruiter located at our Palm Desert campus. And I'll go ahead and popcorn it to Mark.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mark Rogers, and I'm an outreach counselor. I'm at the main campus, Cal State San Bernardino, in admissions and recruitment, and I will popcorn over to Sal.
Hello, everyone. My name is Salvador Perez Jr. I'm also an admissions counselor recruiter located at the San Bernardino campus. Welcome and congratulations. And I'll popcorn it to Lucia.
Hi, welcome. My name is Lucia Sarate, admissions counselor, lead recruitment coordinator here at Cal State San Bernardino. And just to let you know, we will put important information in the chat. We'll use the Q&A feature at the bottom for questions, but we do recommend to pay attention to the presentation because we will probably cover a lot of that during the presentation. And then I'd like to turn it over to Francisco to introduce himself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Francisco Alfaro. My pronouns are he, him, and él, and I am with the orientation team. I am the orientation and transition programs coordinator at the Palm Desert campus. Welcome.
All right, awesome. Thank you, everybody. So to begin today, we're going to talk about real quickly just some admissions housekeeping that you have left to do. Can I just get a thumbs up from the team? You can see that okay? Perfect.
Yes.
All right. So these are the next steps after you've been admitted. So like Melissa said, congratulations, everybody, on being admitted. So the first thing we want to talk about is how to check your to-do list. So this is super important. You all have a to-do list of things that you need to complete within your My Coyote account. So make sure you are checking and logging into your My Coyote account at least once a week to make sure that your to-do list is up to date. And so to find your to-do list, you're going to want to, again, log into My Coyote and navigate to the My Tasks tile. It looks like that, the little checklist with the pencil. Once you're in the My Tasks tile, you can see My To-Dos. And then this is just an example of what a to-do list looks like. So this is Lucia's to-do list. And as you can see here, Lucia has some transcripts that are due. And you can tell that they are due because the status on the transcript says initiated. And now we get a question a lot. Did you receive my transcripts? I sent them in a while ago. It doesn't say that you've received them yet. You'll know that we have received your transcript once this status has changed to completed, okay? So like I said, make sure you're checking this at least once a week if any new checklist items are added or if you want to keep track of your transcripts. So speaking of transcripts, how to submit transcripts. So most of you, if not all of you, should have already submitted your partial transcripts. And so we do request final transcripts in the summer by July 17th, okay? So the process is still the same if you have already submitted your partial transcripts. Now, if you didn't submit your partial transcripts, go ahead and get those in as soon as possible. And so we receive two different types of transcripts. The first is electronic transcripts. And so these must be sent through a third-party transcript provider. Examples are Parchment, Naviance, Credential Solutions. So most colleges have an electronic transcript provider. If you're unfamiliar how to navigate their form to fill out a request for transcripts, you can always talk to your college's admissions department or the office of the registrar at your college. If they don't already have our contact information on file, you can let them know that this is the email to use when filling out the transcript request form. Okay, so documents that are sent just via email. So let's say you download your transcript yourself as a PDF, a PNG, JPEG, you attach it to an email and decide to email it to myself or any one of the counselors here. Those will not be considered official. Only electronic transcripts sent through a third-party service provider will be considered official. Okay, so the other type of transcript we do accept are physical transcripts. And so those need to be printed by your institution and sealed in an envelope, okay? Once that envelope is opened, they are not considered official. You can mail them to us or you can drop them off at our San Bernardino campus in University Hall, room 107. Or if you're attending the Palm Desert campus, you can deliver them to the Mary Stuart Rogers Gateway building inside the lobby. And there's our address if you decide to mail your transcripts to us. The electronic method is the most secure and I would say the fastest, just because, you know, mail can get lost sometimes. All right, so now let's talk about how to accept or decline your admission, hopefully accept. So you have until May 1st to accept your decision. And to do so, again, you're going to want to log into your My Coyote account, navigate to that My Tasks icon, and then you'll see an icon that says Accept, Decline Admissions. Go ahead and click that. And so then you're going to have a lot of screens that look like this. Just go ahead and continue to click the button when it prompts you to. So this one is accept or decline your admission offer. Make sure all of this information is correct. It'll show you your Coyote ID number, the term you applied for, and your major that you chose. And then here's your big decision, right? Red pill or blue pill, accept or decline. Again, hopefully accept. And once you do accept, you will be prompted with this page. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. You want to confirm your acceptance, and then you have accepted your offer of admission. So some important dates coming up. A lot of these have passed already. The next one is May 1st, accept your offer of admission. For you all transfer students out there, your orientation registration deadline will be July 15th. And then, as I stated earlier, July 17th is when the final official transcripts are due. And then lastly, we do have one more event coming up. It is our chat with a counselor on May 22nd. That is just a drop-in session where you can chat with all of us. We can answer any questions that you may have. We don't have a planned presentation like this. You just ask a quick question and then you can hop off of the Zoom. So again, that's May 22nd. So check out our website. Like I said, if there are any high school students out there, you can find our recording of our next steps with orientation for first-time freshmen on our website. You can find all of our other past recordings. We've done one with financial aid and with housing. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and scan that QR code. And so I'll leave that up just for a few seconds in case you wanted to take out your phone and do a quick scan. But other than that, that is the end of my part of the presentation. And so now I will turn it over to Francisco so he can talk about orientation.
Thank you, Nicholas. Allow me to share my screen with you all. Awesome. And if I can just get confirmation from the team that the presentation is ready to go.
We can see the presenter mode, Francisco, not the full screen.
How about now?
Yes, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you all. So welcome, very exciting. You are closer to your first day with us at CSUSB. Hopefully you are just as excited as we are. Once again, my name is Francisco and I will be talking about orientation here at CSUSB. Another opportunity to give the disclosure that this does not meet the orientation requirement or does not meet the hold that you currently have for orientation, and is simply an overview of what orientation is, what the components of orientation are, and what you should be expecting when you join us on campus for your orientation session. To get us started, quick introductions about the team. This is our professional staff who are dedicated to orientation. We obviously have an office with other colleagues, but primary to orientation, we have Tammy, who is a program coordinator for us at the San Bernardino campus. We have Megan, who has been with the university and in this capacity as senior orientation coordinator at the San Bernardino campus. And then of course, we have myself doing orientation and transition programs for the Palm Desert campus, and specifically our Palm Desert population. We do work together, we develop orientations, and we attend conferences alike to make sure that we are able to provide the best experience for you all at orientation, and so that you have all the tools and resources needed to be ready for that first day of class. Key to orientation, in addition, obviously, to our professional staff, is our orientation leaders. So orientation leaders are current CSUSB students who go through, various topics of training, such as what resources, what departments, what tools you all have on campus, and they are present with you all within your packs during orientation. So they are someone that you get to connect to. They represent all academic colleges. They come from different departments and obviously share different backgrounds. We have orientation leaders both at the San Bernardino campus and at the Palm Desert campus. And I really encourage all of you to take time to connect with your orientation leaders, because that may not be the only time that you see them. You'll of course be able to see them throughout your academic journey with CSUSB, and they can be someone that you connect with for any questions about services as a student, that peer-to-peer interaction, recommendations of campus resources, or where to study, where to hang out, etc. So do know that you are in very capable hands. We take quite some time in training with our students, making sure that they are as best prepared to help assist you in this transition and joining us as a Coyote at CSUSB. Now, what is orientation? As most of you or all of you are transferring from a different institution, you more than likely may have had through some type of orientation in navigating your previous institute. For us at CSUSB, it is a mandatory program that provides all of our incoming students, whether they are first year or transfer students, with resources, tools, systems, and ways of navigating the CSUSB community and infrastructure to build a better approach and to put you in the best positioning possible so that you're able to be successful with us here during your time at the university. All students are required to attend orientation. It is a full-day program. A hold, something that you probably already have on your account, will not be removed for orientation until you register for orientation and you fully participate with us at orientation. And the hold is typically removed within 1 or 2, typically by the end of day of the session, because we will be doing some class reviewing and adding and shopping to your shopping cart, etc. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We'll get to that. But just know orientation, it is mandatory. This session does not count as that check for your orientation hold. It is something that all students, once again, need to complete in order to successfully start with CSUSB and get the classes that they need. Now, as far as what are the components of orientation for us here at CSUSB, we have different phases. We have pre-orientation, which is the very first kind of like step into orientation, and pre-orientation is an online module that introduces all of our incoming students to some of the terminology that we use here at CSUSB. In addition to that, we start to present to you some of the resources, the amenities, and the support that are offered by the university, so that when you actually come to in-person orientation, you have a better opportunity to have some recollection of some of the terms, some of the offices that have already been brought up during pre-orientation. And we recommend all of our students to engage in this pre-orientation prior to coming on campus in person. It is open and it is available from whenever you open it up into about your first academic cycle here with the university. So it is a program that you can go back to, tap to, and connect. While you do your pre-orientation, you're welcome to write down some notes and bring those along with you for actual orientation. And that would be the second phase of our CSUSB orientation, which is in-person orientation, which is 100% mandatory. And in-person orientation provides to you the opportunity to connect to campus, to the resources. We cover academic advising, which is critical and very important. You are here for your academics, and we want to make sure that your academic plan is in line to meet the graduation that you have set for yourself. In addition to that, orientation is really an opportunity, a fun opportunity, I might add, for you to connect to your campus community. So once again, you'll be connecting with some of the orientation leaders, you'll be connecting with faculty and staff and administrators at the CSUSB community. And in addition to that, of course, you will be connecting with fellow incoming transfer students. Perhaps you share similar degree, or you share similar, colleges, and that can help you connect and build that support system that is beneficial throughout your experience. And orientation, in addition to, fully doing orientation for you all, we of course have fall programming and events for you, which is part of our first year experience. And the first year experience is an experience for both transfer students and for incoming freshmen. What we mean by first year experience is the first academic year that you are with our institution, whether you're transfer or whether you're first-time freshman. And for that first year experience, we offer programming throughout the academic year, but for all of you transitioning in fall, we specifically have the new student convocation, which you should be getting information about. We encourage participation in that. We have the first gen welcome reception. We have the Ask Me campaign. So for all of you who don't get to 100% feel like you can navigate campus when you're at orientation during the Ask Me campaign, the first week of school, we have booths around campus that you can ask for directions or any questions of finding your class, etc. So orientation really is a comprehensive program. Obviously, pre-orientation, we highly encourage, and we would hope that all of you are able to participate in that. Orientation in person is non-negotiable. And then, of course, we have the supplemental touch with you during the first year experience through our fall programming and events that happen throughout spring. Now, as far as how to register for orientation, as Nicholas has reviewed, you do obviously need to accept your admissions. So once you're all in with us at CSUSB and you're ready to be part of the pack, then that is when we need to start navigating and verifying that you register for orientation. Once again, it is critical that you do register in order for you to be able to proceed with getting and obtaining your class schedule for the fall term. You'll notice that there is a link here. I will drop it on the chat really quickly for all of you to see. And that is a video on how to register for orientation. We will not take time to see that video here. You can do it on your own time, but we will take time to guide you through the steps through some screenshots that we have in order so that you can be able to navigate that. So orientation, you'll have to allow up to 48 hours after accepting. As you all know, May 1st is the final day for you to accept. So allow 24 to 48 hours after that for you to be able to log into My Coyote and to access the tiles that will allow you to register for orientation. You'll need your My Coyote login information, something that you by now are probably familiar with, which is your Coyote ID and your My Coyote password. And of course, you'll have to have your schedule available and ready in order for you to select from the available orientation sessions that we do have, whether you're attending the Palm Desert campus or our San Bernardino campus. Awesome, let's get started. So for you to register, you'll want to visit our CSUSB page. At the top right corner, you'll notice that we have a tab labeled My Coyote. So you will go ahead and navigate to that tab. And it's going to prompt you to log in. So by now, hopefully this interface, this page looks familiar. If you're logging in, if you've taken time to decide on your acceptance, you'll log in with your credentials, your Coyote ID, and with your password. Then you will be prompted into your page with different tiles. So you will have to scroll down and you're gonna have to look for this specific tile that says My Tasks. Once you select that tile, you'll be able to see other various helpful and important tiles, but specific to this, we're gonna focus on the orientation registration tile. And once you hit that, you're gonna get this welcome to orientation registration. Quite a bit of information there. You'll be able to navigate that. And once you hit the very bottom of that page, you're gonna notice obviously the institution, the fall term should be 2023, and then your academic career, your program. And you're gonna notice at the far right, an icon or a highlighted icon that says register now. You'll click on that and you will be prompted to the actual orientation registration system. There are various pages. The first page has all of your personal contact and emergency contact information. You should be able to see there your admitted year and your academic plan, and then you'll be able to list personal information in order to proceed to the second page. Now, you'll notice that we have emergency contacts. Obviously, we want to be as prepared as possible for orientation, and that does include having your safety in mind. So should anything happen, we have this information available to us to make the appropriate, take appropriate action should anything happen that day. The second page, you will select an orientation session. So once again, you should be able to match your Coyote ID with your name, the admitted term, and the academic plan. And then towards that middle section, you'll see select a SOAR date or an orientation session. So if you are labeled a San Bernardino campus student, you will only see offerings for San Bernardino orientation. If you are a student who will be attending and is labeled a Palm Desert campus student, you will only see Palm Desert campus related dates for orientation. Now, one thing to note is that our sessions are uploaded to the registration system, and we'll get to this ahead of time, but I do want to take time here to also bring that to light, is that we may have future offerings that you might have already navigated on the website. So you might be thinking, I saw on your website that you have X date, but it's still not listed in the system. So our system is being monitored, and some sessions close and others are open based on the interaction with our students. So you want to make sure that you secure a registration, that you secure an orientation date, even if it means changing it later. And we'll talk about what that looks like. So once you select the best date, you'll accept and hit next, and you will get an orientation registration summary confirmation. Very important here, you want to make sure you take a screenshot or that you print this confirmation summary. We encourage all students to use a laptop or a desktop, not necessarily to do this navigating with your mobile devices, although our website is user friendly with mobile devices. It is not recommended. We do recommend that you get on a computer, a PC, a laptop, so that you are able to take a screenshot and save this, or better yet, print this for your records. So details to know, registration is open. If you have taken time to navigate and have accepted previously, you more than likely have been able to look at those different offerings. Once you register for orientation, you'll get that summary, which, as I mentioned, is critical that you screenshot or that you print, because you will not be receiving communication from orientation about that follow-up for potentially 2 to 3 business days, depending on the day that you register. So it's just your reassurance and your ability to keep record of the fact that you have indeed registered and secured a date for orientation. So once you get that message, please allow time for our office to connect with you. You will be getting follow-up communication, but not necessarily that day or that following day. Orientation does have a fee. It's $82.74 for all of our students. And that fee is not something you pay when you register. The fee is actually added to your fall tuition statement, and it is paid once your fall tuition is paid. So no need to worry about any upfront fees or cost or showing up and having cash available. It is something that's automatically added to your fall tuition. Now, due to space capacities and program schedule, guests are not permitted. That is critical. Once again, we do not allow guests specifically at our transfer orientation sessions due to the maximum capacity and the nature of the program. And let's highlight here again, registration deadline is Saturday, July 15 at 5 p.m. So if you know for a fact that you want to be part of the Coyote Pact and CSUSB is your choice, please make sure that of course, you accept your admissions by May 1st, and also that you are mindful of registering for orientation by July 15. This will allow you to meet that hold and for it to be removed, and for you to proceed with obtaining your class schedule for the term in fall 2023. Now, should you be in a situation where for any reason you do not meet that deadline, we'll provide our contact information towards the end so that you can email us and call us right away, so that we make sure that you are included and that you meet that requirement to start with us. Now, attendance requirement, students must register and attend the campus that they have been admitted to. So if for some reason you find yourself in a situation now where you no longer plan to attend either the Palm Desert campus, if your first choice was to attend Palm Desert campus because you live in the Coachella Valley, but then you figure out, you know what, I'm gonna go to San Bernardino campus, you'll have to work with admissions with us. We can help navigate the process and give you the correct direction so that you do a change of campus, but I don't want to dive into that. Just know and be mindful that you must register for the campus that you intend to attend in fall 2023. And that is critical because, of course, there are certain components that may differ, information, etc. Students must participate fully in the orientation session that they register for throughout the day. So this is not a let me go in, check in. After lunch, I'm going to head out. This is I am committing to coming in the morning and completing the full day of that orientation session. Should a student come not meet, the full day's requirement, their hold will not be removed and they will not be able to obtain their class schedule. So it's critical that you commit to the date that best works with your availability and that will allow you to be here present for that entire day. Of course, the orientation hold will be present on your My Coyote account until you fully attend and participate at orientation. And you will not be able to register for fall 2023 courses until you complete orientation. So once again, highlighting the importance of being at orientation, being able to connect with faculty staff, being able to learn of the resources, and critically being able to verify that you have your fall 2023 course schedule ready and situated. Now, what to expect next? Of course, once you register, you're going to get a follow-up email from orientation, giving you access to the pre-orientation, which is accessible through the My Coyote app. It is going to appear right next to the tile where you registered for orientation. So it's going to be you'll be able to navigate there right next to the register for orientation tile. You'll click the pre-orientation and you'll run through that module. Should you have any questions, our email and phone number is coming up in the next slides. You can send us an email and let us know if you're having any trouble with that. Once again, pre-orientation you complete prior to arriving on campus for orientation. Now, orientation, you'll be with us on campus. You'll be with other peers. In addition to advising, which is very important for you to attend and have your class schedule, we're going to be having other critically important conversations about money matters, which includes conversations and time to hear from the Student Financial Services Office, in addition to that from financial aid and scholarships. So making sure not only that you have your classes situated, but also that you have your finances situated so that you can successfully start and have less stress and burden as you approach that start of the term. And we will have representatives from our Transfer Student Success Center that will share other resources available to you all. And of course, our academic advising people. Now, you'll take time to connect with orientation leaders and new students. So it should be a fun day, great energy all throughout the entire day. We'll feed you with, good free food, which is technically prepaid through your fee. And then you will leave with your fall class schedule in hand. So you will exactly know where you're positioned to start in fall. By then, you'll have the conversations and make sure that your finances are squared out as well. Now, transfer orientation dates for our San Bernardino campus, you'll be able to see them here, also available on our website. We do have 3 full sessions, so July 6th, July 10, and July 12 are booked. They are full. It could be that by the next time you log in, some of these other dates are full. Once again, our registration system is it's on its own and navigating and making sure that if a session is full, we offer another session. So if you want to, for example, you can only attend Monday, July 31st, but when you go in to register, you only see 13, 18, and 22 available. Pick one of those days and then email us to the email that I will be sharing shortly and letting us know, hey, I registered for July 13. However, I'm not able to attend due to prior travel arrangements or XYZ. May you please coordinate that I am moved to the Monday, July 31st session. For our Palm Desert campus students, we have 2 offerings. We have one on Wednesday, June 7th and Tuesday, June 20. Both of them are still open. Once again, it could be that when you log in to register, that has changed, but we do have capacity to meet the demand of our incoming students to PDC. Once again, highlighting important deadlines, which these are specific, of course, to orientation. You need to accept your admissions May 1st, which is critical in order for you to proceed to actually registering for orientation. Transfer orientation registration deadline is July 15, and your final transcripts are due Monday, July 17. Now, if you want to take a screenshot or a picture of this information, that is our direct office line, and that is our orientation email. So if you have any questions, you have issues with registering, you have issues with the pre-orientation, you want to change dates, anything happens, you go ahead and you connect with us either by phone or by email. And if you want to follow our social media accounts, those are present as well.